Christianity in the Roman Empire. The Roman Empire's vast network of roads, built for conquest and control, became the unexpected highways for a new faith, Christianity. Apostles like Paul traveled these roads, spreading their message quickly and safely across cities from Jerusalem to Rome. The empire's infrastructure and roads, a common language, and relative peace helped Christian ideas take root in diverse, bustling cities. At first, Rome barely noticed the Christians, dismissing them as just another sect. But Christians refused to worship Roman gods, which the authorities saw as political defiance, not just religious difference. This set the stage for a dangerous misunderstanding. As Christianity quietly grew in the shadows of Roman power, ironically, the very empire that would later persecute Christians was the same one that enabled their faith to spread so widely. The clash between Rome's might and Christianity's message would ultimately reshape the Western world. The story begins on these ancient roads where faith and empire first collided. Rome demanded loyalty through public worship of its gods and emperor, a pledge Christians could never make. Their refusal was seen as treason, marking them outsiders and threats to Roman order. Rumors and suspicion followed, and Christians were accused of cannibalism, incest, and atheism for their secretive gatherings and rejection of Roman gods. The real issue was loyalty. Romans feared that neglecting the gods would bring disaster, and Christians became easy scapegoats in times of crisis. The paradox: Rome's roads helped Christianity spread, but its social structure made being a Christian dangerous. Believers built strong, secretive communities, supporting each other in a world that saw their faith as a threat. This constant pressure forged a resilient, committed faith. Before the empire's full-scale persecutions, Christians were already tested by suspicion and exclusion. Their struggle was not just spiritual, but a daily battle for survival. Persecution of Christians was sporadic, often driven by local fears or imperial edicts. Nero's brutal crackdown after the Great Fire of Rome set a precedent. Christians became scapegoats, facing torture and death. These martyrs inspired others, their stories spread, strengthening the faith. Persecution varied, sometimes state-driven, sometimes mob violence, always dangerous. Christians met in secret, using symbols and underground catacombs to worship and support each other. This shared suffering forged unity and courage, distilling the faith to its core. The resilience born from persecution became the foundation for Christianity's survival and growth. Even though subject to persecution, Roman culture gave Christianity the tools to grow. Early theologians used Greek philosophy to explain their faith, appealing to educated Romans. The Church adopted Roman administrative models. Dioceses and bishops mirrored the empire's structure, keeping communities connected. When Christians could worship openly, they adapted the Roman basilica for their gatherings, shaping church architecture for centuries. Roman law influenced church governance, laying the groundwork for canon law. The idea of a universal church echoed Rome's vision of a universal empire. Rome provided not just roads, but the intellectual and organizational blueprint for the church. In 313 AD, the Edict of Milan ended Christian persecution, granting religious freedom across the empire. Christians could now worship openly, confiscated property was returned, and the faith gained imperial support. Constantine's patronage made Christianity fashionable and powerful, but also brought new challenges, rapid growth, and blurred lines between church and state. Emperors began shaping doctrine, calling councils to enforce unity, as seen at the Council of Nicaea. By 380 AD, Christianity became the official state religion, and paganism was suppressed. The persecuted faith was now entwined with imperial power. The empire that once tried to destroy Christianity now ensured its survival and dominance. This transformation reshaped the world, showing how faith and power can change history. The legacy of Rome and Christianity still echoes today, reminding us of the enduring impact of belief and culture. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe for more history.